everybody, it's Dream Model Horses here, and in today's video, I am going to show everybody on how to make a halter and lead rope. Now, I did make a tutorial on this before, but I definitely changed on how I make my halters. But obviously I did it on a schleich model, but today I will be showing you on a traditional model. But you could also do it for stablemates. I definitely learned that as well. But yeah, it's a new way of making my halters, and I will show you some different techniques and on how to make some buckles and certain ways on how I make my lead ropes, adding nameplates and such. So yeah, let's get started. So for the materials, you will need your model horse to measure your halter on. A glue gun. I got this one from Hobby Lobby, but you can basically get it from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, but yeah. 20 gauge wire. This is very helpful, and I use this to make my buckles because I don't purchase Rio Rondo buckles because I just find this way more easier to use. 4 6mm jump rings, although if you want to make a stablemate or a schleich halter, you will need to add another extra 6mm jump ring and also a 4mm jump ring as well. 1 lobster clasp along with 1 last jump ring because this is going to be for the lead rope. Some front halter slot rings. I get this from Rio Rondo, so or you can just use 2 extra jump rings if you don't have this, but I love using this because it makes the halter look more realistic, so yeah. And a pair of sharp scissors. Just make sure they're sharp. You don't want dull scissors or else your ribbon will fray. Grass grain ribbon. You can also use satin ribbon, but I prefer grass grain ribbon because I just love how the texture looks. And today I will be using black and white, but you can use any color of your choice. You will also need some sort of pliers. I got this from Ace, obviously. Or you can get it from any hardware store or craft store, whatever. And last but not least, you will need some wire cutters if you are going to be making a buckle with me. So let's get started. So you plug in your hot glue gun, and then once it's ready, we can start. So another reason why I use my model Romeo is because he is a very good tack making model. Yeah, and I know that there's not a lot of halter tutorials on Breyer horses. I believe Infinity Breyers released something like this, but you know, I'm just adding on to the halter making videos so that it will make it clear to a lot of people on how to make a halter. So yeah, now let's officially get started. So if you're using the halter slot rings, first you're going to want to thread it through one of the halter slot rings and then fold it over, and you're going to want to glue that down. And then after you do that, you want to take the other halter slot ring that you have and thread it through one of the slots right over here and just kind of pull it through. Pull the tab through, I should say. And if you need to, measure it on your horse so that it's right here and like right hitting the cheek piece right over there. I hope you can see. And once you measure it, you get to glue down that tab. And after you glue that down, there is going to be some glue excess, so just trim that off so that you only have a clean noseband, well, the top part of it at least. So after that, after you got the top of the noseband, we are going to be making the cheek pieces. So I'm going to transition to another color of ribbon. So on the next halter slot ring, or the slot I meant, you are not going to loop it through this jump ring looking one. You're going to loop it through this rectangle looking one. So just place it in there and then fold the tab over like so and just glue it down. And kind of, you don't need it that long. Do not make the cheek pieces long. I have learned from that. They are more or less short, so about that much. I don't know if you could tell, but yes. And then after that, you are going to take 1 6mm jump ring and thread it through the cheek piece right over here and fold the tab over, and you can measure it on the horse, but I don't need to measure because I've been doing this for a very long time. So I would say I fold the tab over right here, not too long and not too short. And once you have done that, repeat on the other side and make it level too. The same length basically. And once you have done that, we are going to finish the noseband with black and basically connect the two, if that makes any sense. So through this jump ring looking hole, you're going to thread the ribbon through and then fold the tab and glue it down. And whatever color you're using, I'm using black and white, but I'm pretty sure you would know. And then after that, you want to loop this ribbon piece through the other side, like the other halter slot ring, and loop it through the halter slot ring or jump ring part, whatever you want to call it. And then, as you can see, you make a loop and you want to measure it on your horse, which is Romeo, and just right about there where the cheek starts, and measure it so that it could fit your model horse. And after you measure it, you want to cut it to where you want it to. I don't know, like I usually like to cover the whole thing so it has 2 layers, but that's only me. But yeah, after that, you want to cut it and obviously glue it down. And after that, you want to flip the halter inside out so that it faces the amazing, brilliant side. Now, this is the part where I add the nameplate. I know I usually add it when I don't do the bottom of the noseband, but this time I'm not gonna do that. But so this is optional. You don't need to. If you don't have a nameplate, you could totally skip this part, but if you do, and do want to do a new nameplate, you basically just glue it on. So as you can see, I have a Halter nameplate I got it from Rio Rondo. So we are going to glue this to the, what is it, the right side of the halter, or the left, I don't know, just on this side. If you're like facing straight, it's the right side. So all you have to do is just glue it on. You can also use super glue to glue this on, but I use hot glue and it still stays on. However, you can also add little studs to in those holes, but I don't have them at the moment. So I'm not going to do that. And you can also add a name, but I don't really know how to do that. So I just usually leave them blank and let, like, I don't know, other people, like when they buy my things that I, sell these halters and halter nameplates on Etsy and all that, they design them on their own if they would like. But anyways, we are moving on to the chin strap. So next we are going to take, my black ribbon. You could do whatever color order you want, but you're going to basically thread it through this jump ring that we just put the nameplate on, and fold the tab over and glue it down. And obviously, if you ever have any glue pieces that are sticking out, you always want to trim them off so that your halter looks really neat. And then next step is you want to take the other side of your cheek piece and thread it through from the bottom, the ribbon, and then you want to fold the tab over, but you obviously want to measure on your horse once again to see if the cheek pieces will align on where you want it. So yeah. And then right after that, you have finished your chin strap. Halter side, next you want to take your pliers and one jump ring, and you want to open it, I guess, like that. Just open it. I don't know if you could see. My camera isn't focusing, like usual. But anyway, yes, you want to open it and take another jump ring. So as you can see, it's opened, and you want to take another jump ring. Hold on. Yes, and then you want to just slide it through, like so. And then on the bottom of your noseband, you just want to, I guess, clip it on. Just like that. And then you want to close that jump ring tight. And now you have like two little jump rings just dangling. And with this jump ring, we are actually going to add some white ribbon to it. I don't know, it's called a connector piece, I believe, or something like that. You can correct me for that. So you want to hold it like this, and I'm using my white ribbon, just thread it through not the one that's on this, but right here, that's called a connector piece, and then you want to fold the tab over and glue it. And once you've done that, you have now your jump ring with a dangling ribbon to it, and you are going to connect this to the chin strap. So you want to fold it over like this, and then you want to kind of fold it over the chin strap, and you want to glue that in place, but not on the chin strap, but on the connector piece. And then now you got yourself a connector piece to your halter. Want to make the buckle, and we are going to start off by taking your wire piece and putting it right in between your pliers, and then making a square shape like so, and then taking it over here and just keep making it square, basically just like that. Take it again, square it. We already have that. And then from this long piece, we square it again. Then we turn it, and then we square it one last time. And then next we just, trim off that piece and then, oh, sorry, I dropped that. Basically, you just want to flatten it out with your pliers and just shape it on how you want it to look. Once again, I will be taking my black ribbon and threading it through my buckle, like this, basically. And then next, you just want to fold this tab over, like so, and obviously glue it. And then once you got that, now we could connect this to our halter. So we want to take the halter again, and on the side with the nameplate, we are going to thread this buckle that's on the grass-green ribbon through this jump ring, once again, that has 2 ribbons already, or 2 ribbon pieces, the cheek piece and the, what's this called again? Chin strap. And then next, we're just going to want to fold the tab over, like this on the ugly side, whatever, and just glue it down. And you can also measure on your horse, but like I said, I don't measure usually because I'm so used to making halters, so I don't tend to measure a lot. And once you've got that attached, we're going to move on to the other side, and taking the black ribbon that I have, we are going to thread it through this jump ring and fold the tab over and glue it. And then once you got that glued, you want to basically measure, I'd say about like 4 inches or so if you're doing for a Breyer traditional. But obviously you can make the same halter, but just like in different scales. But anyways, so you want to make it kind of like that. I don't know, like about 3 to 4 inches. And next you just want to thread it through the buckle and put it on your horse. And then once it's on your horse, you basically kind of make a, like a side cut, like kind of like this, just cut it on the at an angle, and then cut the other side at angle so it fits through your buckle and you have no troubles at putting it on your model horse. And then what I did next was I just basically fray checked it or added hot glue and then just kind of, you know, on the edges so that it won't fray it by like any chance. So yeah. But obviously, we still gotta make the lead rope. That'll be our last thing. That our model horse halter will be absolutely complete. So for the lead rope, with the lobster clasp and jump ring, you are gonna take your jump ring that you were gonna attach to the lobster clasp, and you're gonna open it up like so, and then attach your lobster clasp. Basically, just slide it in that hole, and then you close it with your fingers and your pliers. And there you have it. And this is where we're going to thread the embroidery floss. Sorry, I totally forgot to say this. I'm so sorry. But yes, embroidery floss is, if you're making a lead rope along with your halter, you will need embroidery floss for your lead rope. So, and I will be showing you the twisted method because I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to braid. So yeah, let's get started. So through the lobster clasp, you are going to basically, I know it's really weird. I use a tape roll and a little, I forgot the name of this, I don't know why, pin, tacky pin, whatever. And then you want to basically punch it or puncture it through the lobster clasp so that it holds. And I usually put my pliers and my wire cutters on the top so that it holds. And yeah, so I have this big container of all my embroidery floss, but today I will be using black and white since to match, you know, our halter. So basically you want to unwrap your embroidery floss and measure it as long as you want. It doesn't matter, like it's your choice if you want it short or long, but if you want to be realistic, make it be like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't really know like the measurements exactly, but you will want to cut 6 of these total, although I'm having 3 white strands and 3 black strands, but in total you will need 6 for the lead rope. And I'll see you after I cut those other 5. So once you've cut all your 6 strands, you are basically going to want to, I guess, level it out and cut the extras off. And then you're going to want to slip it through this jump ring. And now you would want to separate the strands, 3 on this side, 3 on this side. And now you would want to twist it this way. So basically twist it to the right. And then you would want to twist it to the left, basically. But you want to keep twisting this to the right, but then twisting this to the left, if that makes any sense. And I will see you after I finish that. And once you have made your lead rope as long as you want, next you're going to basically pinch the end and want to tie a knot. So you're going to fold this over and then loop this part underneath, basically just a tie knot, pull it through, and then slide the knot a little more down here, and then wherever you would like it, then you tighten it like so. And then all you have to do is just cut off the extra or the excess, whatever you want to say. And then you're done. And then you could take this off your little holder thing. And then, yeah, you get to clip this on your horse, and then you have a full halter and lead rope. And to attach it, just open that lobster clasp and attach it to that jump ring that's right there. Put it over your horse, and then your horse is ready for its next adventure. And now, like I said earlier, you can also make this in a schleich halter version, or whatever, like in this scale. Basically the same. All you need is just jump rings, and I do have a tutorial on that, although this is just the updated, I guess, model horse halter tutorial. And surprisingly, you could even make some for your little stablemates too, but you might need the smaller little front halter slot rings and the smaller 4mm jump rings, but it is possible if you find the right ribbon and all that. Alright, and that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and followed along, hopefully, and that it was all clear to you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.